Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Three Men and a Vape Show. It is a Wednesday, it's 8 p.m. Yes, it effing is. I don't know where I got that from. It is another show. Thank you so much for everybody who's joined us today. We have got the wonderful casters with us. We've got the Vapemill. How you doing, brother?
I'm not talking to you. What happened to the yo-yo-yo?
I do yo-yo-yo all the time. I thought I'd just start off. I normally actually do what my brother does. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Yeah, I'm all right. I've been knocking my shop out, and yet again, I slank got your picture. I will get you a before and after picture, because people come in to deliver me stuff and go, shit, what happened here? I farted. What do you think happened? Took a sledgehammer to it. Other than that, I'm all right. Stressful. I'm teaching kids.
It's a nightmare teaching kids. We've got three of them all at it.
I said to someone the other day outside shop, I said, it'd be all right if kids weren't so stupid. Meaning, obviously, they haven't been taught stuff, so they don't know stuff. He went, well, do you know, I've been saying, it was a joke. Kids, never mind.
Just
I'm Harley just going in with boot. I'm stupid.
Yeah, and we're also joined by the wonderful Mr. B. How are you, brother?
Hey, it's me, Mr. B, YouTube's MVP. How you doing, guy? I'm awesome. I'm absolutely stunning. Second week. I didn't think I'd get a second week.
Second week? This is your first proper... It's your first proper week in.
I know, man. I know. I've made it to week 2. Will I get to week 3? Man.
Join us next week to find out. And we've got our special guest, the wonderful Simon62. Finally, we've got him. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right, Aidan. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic.
You guys. And everybody in chat. Hey up, I'm here.
He's sticking Benny Vapes as one now.
I know.
Top geezer. Simon's a top geezer.
Simon is, yeah. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. A big love to everybody who is in chat. I hope you are all absolutely fine and dandy. So let's just move on. Let's get cracked on. We've got loads to do. We have got your Rochford giveaway later on, people. We've got your deals. We've got your tech. And we're going to talk a little bit about Simon. Also, he's on 132 subscribers at the minute. When Nightbot kicks in, whenever it fancies it, we are putting his link into there. So please get over and give him a nice little cheeky sub. We'd like to get him up to 150 before the end of the show. So please go over and drop him a sub. Okay, let's talk about the people on the replay. Play the bumper. This one's for all the cool cats on the replay. Harley, people on the replay.
I think it's as if it's my second show. I kind of thought, shit, what do we do now? What do we do? Some strange chap called Mr. B popped in. Anyone know who he is? Thank you all for the amazing love in the comments. Gareth Shrek Barker, Nathaniel Mayo, Salford, thanks for the mention. Well, you got another one, Salford. Woohoo! Scott Brown, Bob Stanley, and Black Country Vapor.
Yeah.
And that's the people on the replay as well. As Salford's back this week. He's got a review out for the Chroma R. So not Chroma R. It was something car. I forgot what it was. It was from Innikin anyway. Get over and check his out.
My best comment was Gareth's. I had to watch on replay because I fell asleep in bath. Do you know my nan once did that? Do you know that stuff that you put on grey hair to make it stay grey?
Yeah.
She fell asleep with that on. If a 70-year-old woman walking around with purple hair, it was brilliant.
Right, okay, now this is from someone who doesn't have hair, so there's stuff for grey-haired people to keep it grey.
I wouldn't know, would I?
You have got hair, Mr. B. You've got that thing that's around hair.
No, I've got my monk top. I get that bit, but what's this about grey hair? What's this keeping, like, grey hair? Is there an actual grey dye now?
Because, no, it's a shampoo.
It's just for men.
Grey hair goes yellow. It goes yellowy orange. So you have to use this purple stuff to get all the orangey shit out, and it stays yellow. Lasses do it.
Thank God I'm bold.
Do you know when young lasses go for that grey look? They actually dye it blonde, and then they use the purple stuff to get all the orangey colour out of it.
Oh, that's too much like hard work. I'd rather be ginger.
Ooh, that's obviously his stuff. We quite like gingers. I'll tell you what I did once. I went to Expo, and I've got grey in my beard, so I put that just for men in there. And you're only supposed to leave it on for like 2, 3, 4 minutes. Anyway, I forgot that I had it on until the burning came. So when I come round, I had a beard like Peter Sutcliffe. You know what I mean? It was terrible. I looked terrible. You could see the different colour from my hair to my beard, but nobody mentioned it at Expo, thank God. I bet they're all laughing behind my back.
Hold on, you use Just for Men?
I did. I don't know. I'm growing graciously fat and old.
Oh, dear.
It's the lockdown look. I did look in the bath today, though. I am going to have to start shaving my hair off again.
Well, if you keep using that, baby lotion, you'll be fine.
Like you're about my nice rosy cheek.
Oh yeah, you should have seen it before he came on.
You're
Before he
starting
came
receding
on.
a bit.
Oh, I'm definitely receding, mate, and I'm definitely getting those patches here.
Yeah.
Oh, piss off! I started receding when I was 13. Sod the lot of you.
I'm all right. I'm
we didn't notice.
42. I'm all right. So, as you can see, we have got our special guest. I'm hoping Nightbot might kick in a minute. If not, we'll sort that. We've got our special guest, and it's really glad you've joined us, Simon. I have followed you from the beginning, and we were just talking about that. Big D got you really set off on the way, didn't he?
I certainly did. Meeting Danny. So, like Danny, I live in Huddersfield. He's in Holmfirth, last of the summer wine country, and it's only a 20-minute drive for me. So we went up in between a lockdown, so it must have been July time. Met him, met Benny Vapes, and Peter from Vape This One, and they gave me that little minikin pod, which you like, Aidan. So he gave me that, Peter. I went home, following Sunday, I was a bit bored, so I went in the kitchen, got my phone out, sat it on a cat box, on a little table, and just did a quick review on it, one take, sent it to Danny. An hour and a half later, he'd edited it, did everything for me. He says, put it up on YouTube. So I did do, and that's how it's gone.
And you've gone from strength to strength, really, haven't you? You're enjoying it as well, which is
yeah, I like doing it now. I was a bit nervous at the start, but now I've got into it, and I really enjoy doing it. And most of my items, I buy stuff I want personally myself, and I've won a few giveaways, and I'm getting some juice sent now, so that's a bonus. So yeah,
Fantastic.
it's great.
That's how everybody starts
also,
off.
I like all the interaction with all the vaping community on the social medias, and all this love and support what I've been getting, which is.
Well, you've been going on a few more shows as well, haven't you? You've been going on with the Mank, and you went on Nature Vapes as well.
Yes, and JP's. Yeah.
Oh, JP's as well.
Yeah, so yeah, watch this space.
Watch
That's
this
all I'm
space.
gonna say.
So
I watched your review on the Vape Alpha Zip, which is one of my favourite.
Oh
ones.
yes.
And I thought it was a cracking review. He picked on all the points, the points.
Yeah.
And it's like you said in the review, for such a cost-effective mod, you can't really beat it. You can't. There's nothing to say wrong about it.
I've got the drag platinum and the drag mini with internal battery. And the cracking workhorses. Yeah.
So was you sort of like hinting at the fact that there might be a show on the road soon, or?
Well, there might be something in pipeline. I'm not saying, but just keep it in mind.
Oh, that'd be good. And like you said, you've obviously got the community sort of side of it and the support.
Yeah.
I've known you wrote in most of the chats as well. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I've followed live shows for a couple of years, and like I say, I started 7 years ago when I stopped smoking, and I've been an hobbyist vapor. But last couple of years, I really got into certain shows in the chat, and I follow certain reviewers. I'd just like to mention Net Vapor. I know he won't be watching, and he don't do lives, but he's one of the top guys. Do you know him, Aidan?
Yeah, Net Vapor. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
So he's one that inspired me. So loving it. More the merrier, and I think we've got a good UK reviewer scene at the moment. In this last 12 months, all the new ones what's come on.
I
Yeah,
think the UK vape review scene it's gone from strength in the last month.
Yeah,
it's gone from strength to strength to strength, and there's more new reviewers like yourself popping up, left, right, and centre. Maybe that's because of lockdown or whatever, but the good quality reviewers as well.
Yeah,
and we're gonna have a strong front line when the anti-vapors come through. That's for damn certain.
Well, I was going to say it's not only about the review community, but the more reviewers there are, the more shops there are. the more everyone of every aspect, rather than just people using them, the stronger we are as a vaping community within the country. So when someone goes, actually, we want to do this, let's face it, a protest with 100 people is not like a protest with 2 million people, is it? And it's not just about protesting, it's about petitions and action as well. So the more reviewers, the more vapors, the more shops, the more everything, the more magazines, it's all contribution. It all makes us stronger as an entire industry. So, so good.
I think it's brilliant. We've had obviously I've been around for quite a while, so I've watched reviewers come and go. And the new, I think JP did the class of 2020 of all the new reviewers, and obviously you've got like your flat caps. He's a little bit older now. He's a couple of years into it, but flat caps, your puds. You had your blazings, you above the clouds, or Big D. You had all these people who came into it, and it makes it a lot better. A lot of diversity. A lot of them reviewers as well do it a little bit different than other people. Yeah. You've got their own styles. You've got to look at Mr. B. He's got his own style. You've got your own style, and then you've got Arlie.
I'm just trying to be myself. I'm not technical minded and all building and stuff, but I'm just doing it my way. And well,
you don't have to be. You don't have to be. At the end of the day, you can't. No one can expect you to know every aspect. Oh, no. It's like when I used to sell cars. The best tip my father ever gave me about selling cars: if someone comes to you and says something, asks you about the torque of the car, just don't say I sell them. I don't build them. Because at the end of the day, he's right. Yeah. You can't expect you to know everything.
See, if I get one person to stop smoking and go onto a device what I've reviewed, that's reward for me. And I got one of my subscribers, and I think he's in the Philippines. Messaged me on one of my reviews. I think it was Vopo PMP pod refresh kit, and he bought one at strength for my review. A couple of weeks later, he says, "Cracking kit this." So, you know what I mean?
We were talking about that on the UK Vape Show once. Just because you are a reviewer doesn't mean you need to know everything. And there's a section for everybody. You've got certain people who go in depth with stuff. You've got certain people who show you around it, what it does, how it works. Yeah. You've got certain people who only do starter kits. Some people only do juice. But they give you your opinion, and that's all it is your opinion. Yeah. They've got to make their mind up of what they actually think about it. But just because somebody goes to you, can you tell me what, if you put this homage to that homage, will that, just because you don't know what it is, it doesn't mean you're not a worse reviewer than the other man. It's just that it's not your forte of stuff.
Yeah, personally, I just use wattage. So all these temperature control curves and that. I won't use.
It's like these fat foot fingers could not build coils to save my life. They're too finicky for me. So I get coils brought in. What ohms should I build my coil? How the fuck do I know? You know, man. Go speak to someone who knows.
But I think that's quite a problem as well. It happens quite a lot in shop. People come in and go, "What liquid should I get for my friend?" What? That's like saying. Asking a sandwich shop owner what sandwich you should get your friend. And I think it's same with ohms. It's same with ohms everything as well. Obviously, you've got the ohms law. But if someone said to me, if you said to me, right, you're running 0.2. I know this has come up a lot with me recently. But if you said to me, oh, you're running 0.2, so you should be firing that at 80 watts. I'd be like, well, I don't like it at 80 watts. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm forever firing at 135. And I tried to constantly stress this to people. Vaping is 100% personal. Every kit, every colour, every coil, every liquid, every single aspect of it is down to you. You know what I mean? There is no one. It's almost as unique as fingerprints. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like I like doing my juice reviews, but like I say, that's the beauty of e-liquids. It's for individual taste. So I might say this is best thing since sliced bread. You might have this juice and think it's totally crap.
Juice is always subjective. Just Danny Turner in chat. Danny Turner in chat asking about proper coils. If you actually message, if you go onto Instagram or on his Facebook page and actually message John himself, he will be able to wear that. And make sure you do use Little Bro Vapes 10. It will get you 10% off as well. But if you speak to John, John will build it to whatever you want it to. Sorry about that. Sorry for interrupting. Just all right. But yeah, juice taste is subjective.
Yeah,
100% it is. 100%. I mean, it's the amount of times I've heard people say, "Oh, this juice is crap. I don't recommend it." Yeah, I've tried and it's gone. That's lovely. What's your problem?
personally, myself, I started 7 years ago vaping or an Eisenberg and then a few different fruit flavours. And only just recently, I've gone on to my neck tobaccos. And I really enjoy them. And like you say, some younger vapors who are just starting, they don't want to touch tobaccos, do they?
No. When I first come off of stinkers, I didn't want it.
Yeah, I've never been a tobacco fan. For me, tobacco flavors, I understand why people love them. For me, tobacco flavors, it's like they've never got what it actually tastes like to have a cigarette. There's no point going into
You can't replicate that. We don't want that.
Exactly. So why do it?
I used to think that, and then when I first started writing for Easter Click, they sent me shitloads of 50 milligram pods. I went from 0 nicotine to 50 milligram overnight. Still trying to come back down. I'm on 10 at minute. But they had some tobacco ones in them, and I couldn't stand tobacco. If anyone comes in my shop and says, right, I want to quit, and they go, I want tobacco, I go, no, you don't. But it's not even yes, try it. It's just, no, you don't. Because it doesn't say smoke, it says tobacco. There's a big difference between tobacco and smoke. But these disposable pods actually tasted like you were smoking a fag. I was amazed. Yeah. I can't imagine that's any healthy for you whatsoever. But
what you're saying there is totally right. When me and Mark, obviously solo, when these sort of like disposable pods came around when they were first pre-filled with tobaccos, me and Mark sort of stayed. Mark didn't mind them, but I sort of stayed away from them. But I started quite enjoying them. They were quite a nice flavour, especially you get one from Pod Salts called Havana. That is really, really nice. But I was really lucky to go over to Les's shop, God rest his soul, really good friend of mine, and actually watch him, how it actually worked, how he would get in the tobacco leaves. Me and Paul McCartney, Vape Don't Smoke. I'm not allowed to call him Paul McCartney. Paul from Vape Don't Smoke. We watched him take out all the leaves that he'd imported and how he soaked it in the PG and all that. It was amazing how they do them net tobaccos. Yeah.
And you get the flavour from the leaf.
Yeah.
There's no added stuff, is there? But you can get some vanilla in, can't you? He puts a vanilla pod into a bottle or something.
But he did it with the coffee as well. He was putting coffee beans in there. But what he was showing us as well is it's like when they make cigars, you've got an outer leaf, a mid leaf, and an inner leaf, and he was mixing these all up. Paul McCartney actually, Paul from Vape Don't Smoke, he actually had one made up and he picked his leaves that he wanted, and then he waited however long it was and he got it.
Who was that?
Paul. We were talking the other day. He says to me, "Why do you always say Paul McCartney?" I said, "Well, you told me off for saying Vape Don't Smoke." He says, "Well, just say Paul."
I'm dying to break out into a Beatles song here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. He wants to hold my hand. I'm surprised he's not in already. So, Simon, how do you actually see your channel moving forward? Because you do things pretty well. You're doing everything. I don't know if everybody knows this on a camera on your phone. So you've got really good up close there. You look really good when you're doing it. Are you changing anything? Are you looking to do something different apart from your live show?
I'm talking to you onto my PC. What's got Windows, movie makers, all this, that, and another, and I'm a dinosaur. So I wouldn't know how to start doing all that. A bit like Danny. So I might upgrade my phone. That might be next, but I'm just happy doing what I'm doing. And like I say, I've got a couple of.
It sounds phone technology's really come on.
Well, I was going to say I stopped using my camera and started using my phone purely because the technology of putting the amount of intelligence of putting to making sure it's got the autofocus and everything else. So you can go out and buy a DSLR, which I've got. I take pictures on my DSLR all the time, but my phone has got really, really fast autofocus and everything else. And all right, when I do my reviews, I struggle with lighting unless I'm doing a let's go down, which I don't like to do. I can't get the right lighting, but that's down to the lighting and not to the camera.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'd rather use my DSLR as that rather than trying to find the right microphone and stuff, and just use my phone as a camera. And I think that started in lockdown, actually, the first one, not the 99th.
But I like the editing on my phone. I can do it right quick, and I got used to it now, putting all bits and bats in it. So I'll just see how it goes. So
that is the top and bottom of it is getting it so the actual process is as simple as it can be. You get your people like your flat caps who want to do B-rolls and like Vic and all that. It does cost you a hell of a lot of money eventually when you go in and getting extra lights and new cameras and when you've done it for this is like my 4th year of actually reviewing, 4.5 years of being in like doing the vape stuff. But you start moving on. You want to get things, do things a little bit different. But the biggest thing is making it as simple and as comfortable for you, so you're not spending 5.5 hours trying to get a review out.
And as well as if you're not that tech savvy, it'll take all the enjoyment out of it for you. I mean, trying to get this right and get that right. If you've got a nice setup that's easy to use when you're not tech savvy, and then you try and go, I'm going to use all this complicated shit, then it becomes more of a job.
I'm more confident in front of the camera now than what on my early ones. If you look at some of my early ones, I was stuttering a few words trying to get them out, but now I'm okay. So
confidence is key. Confidence is everything.
On my juice reviews, I can 9 out of 10. I can do them in a one take. You know, it's confidence, isn't it?
Of course it is. Of course it is. If you haven't got the confidence to do it, you never get by. Your channels go because everybody sees it. You've got to have the confidence. I mean, it's all right me being the mouthy fat foot that everyone goes, oh my God, look at him. You know, that's just me. The confidence is my wheelhouse. But for a lot of people that think that getting to a camera is easy, it's not.
Anyway, Mr. B, where's your pipe, fella? I brought my pipe out of
it's on the right side of my table, and the right arm right at this moment is taken up by Princess Pip.
Right, you've joined the pipe and slippers brigade now.
Hey, I'm the Prince of Pipe, man. You're the king of pipes. I'm the Prince of Pipes. You know, my pipe's there. I just can't reach it because of this one.
Viking Vape was saying there, a lot of people, when trying to get that sort of cigarette flavour, it always tasted like how it smelt. And he was totally right there, because I remember doing a juice, a VU9 juice, and it was tobacco, and it actually tasted like, you know, like when you'd come out of the pub and it'd been raining the night before and they had all cigarettes in ashtrays still. And that sort of, it were horrible.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for me personally with coffee flavors. It always tastes like stale coffee. It never, because I'm like a coffee connoisseur. I have like bean to cup coffee makers, so it's like I like really fresh coffee. And whenever I taste a coffee vape, it always tastes like stale coffee. It always old, stale, been there for like 6 or 7 hours. You know, when you pick up a cup and go, "Oh, that'll do." You're drinking, instant regret. You know, it's that's why I don't like coffee flavors. But then again,
I've got a nice coffee flavor here. Just trying out the new juice.
Full Moon says that he edits in one take because his computer doesn't work that well. I'm telling you now, I can do maybe 100 takes easy, and that can be 20 yo-yo-yos. Honestly, that can. I can literally get yo-yo-yo wrong, get the first bit wrong, my mouth won't work because I talk so fast. And then I'm one of these people that goes off on a tangent and I start talking about things I don't even need to talk about. And if I carried on doing that, your reviews are going to be like 40 minutes long and you're trying to keep it.
Yeah, I've trouble remembering technical stuff, like its specs and that. So I have to have that written down at the side with me. So I might read, or a description, I can read that, and then I'm all right. And then when I'm going through...
I'm with Puds on that. Puds were just talking about the coffee in chat. And he says it always tastes like vending machine instant, and he's right. And what's the coffee one that you want about that you found that's a really nice one, Simon?
Oh, it's one I've done myself. Well, it's a new company just starting up for the vaping community, Dripper Labs. And this is a recipe what I've made up myself. Now, one of my favourite coffees is a gingerbread latte from Costa.
I've had it. Yeah,
right.
I've had it.
So I like that, and I've made myself want to replicate that, but in the background there's a bit of tobacco in it. So this is just in
tobacco
the
does apparently work well with coffee.
It does, yeah. So
I've heard that a few times.
This is in the prototype stage. So
I agree with Pam. I'm not a massive fan of coffee flavors, but an iced coffee flavor. Now, an iced coffee flavor can interest me, but just normal coffee. But my problem is when you first started vaping, all them 99 million years ago, and all there were was corner shops and shit, and they were selling menthol, coffee, and tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh, menthol, coffee, tobacco, and apple. The apple were horrible, burnt back of your throat. The coffee were tobacco were. So now it lasts in my head that coffee's going to taste like that, apple's going to taste like that. But when in reality, if you go and get yourself the Untold apple flavour, the green one, I think it's chapter 4, it's a cracking vape, isn't it, Aidan?
We had a Nero. Nero was one. I was trying to think of this. Nero, an expo. They came across from America. That wasn't a bad set of coffee. I'm not a massive. I drink tons of coffee, but I'm not really into that on vapes.
I've just put in Darren Ems just says, "Hey up, Simon, how are you getting on with the Dripper Labs?" Well, that's what I've been talking about. So I did 2, another one, and my wife's done one, but the gingerbread latte is spot on in my book. So we're just going to see how it goes. So they're just in process of they wanted 200 creators to start with, and then they go through a 2-stage series to the final product. And anybody from the public can buy them from their site.
Oh, that's good.
And it's individuals that was recipes, right? And all the concentrates have been all steeped, so they mix it up in a lab or whatever. And they're doing them in 30ml shots and 50ml shots to start with. So
I'm with Matty. It's a very nice, smooth plug, but it's actually quite interesting to me because I'm working with another company to create a vape liquid range. Plug, but no, it's like we're going to call it the chubby pudding range.
Yeah,
because we all like a good chubby pudding. But the creating your own flavors is it's an interesting thing to me. It always has done. Plug it in. But no, it's one of those things where, like you say, flavor is subjective, but I do think that coffee and tobacco are the most controversial flavors.
Right.
They're the ones that everyone's like, "Oh, go on, Ollie. What you going to say, boy?"
There's a really nice juice I tried called Untold. It's really nice, and you can try it on vapemill.co.uk.
Well, the best thing about that one, he were really excited about this juice, right? And I made sure I got it out on time for him. And then by the time he got down to the 3rd chapter, he just couldn't give a shit.
I get bored far too easy.
He was like, fuck it, don't matter. First one, it was like, right, it's out today. Just make sure it's out. I got it out on the day, 9 o'clock in the morning. Second one, and then by the time 3rd one, he just didn't do out about it. He was like, oh, well, were it released today? Yeah, it was released today. By the time the 3rd week, you were releasing all of them together.
You went cracking, bro. They all sold out. So I obviously did something right.
No, I'll tell you what, that apple was really good. Just ask Skin.
Yeah, Mr. Skin, I hope you're watching, you tight get. Guys, right, what happened, right? Don't, Mr. Skin, don't ever send him out nice to try. Because what he does is he vapes it all and goes, yeah, that was fucking cracking. Oh, shit. Where's my camera? I vaped it all.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on a minute. You're complaining at someone called Skint Vapor being tight. That's like saying, I'm really mad at that vape for being fat.
Hi, CJ. Well, I'll tell you what, lads. I'm sorry to move us all on, but we're going to have to go to the tech. It is time for Harley's Tech Report. Here, it's Harley's Tech Report. Harley's Tech Report. Let's shift some stuff.
Oh, yeah. See, I did it again. What? Me? We're doing things? Anyone would think this was my first day, wouldn't they? Oh, shares at the bottom, innit? See? It's all going wrong. I'm blaming Mr. B. Things used to go smooth before he came. Alright. Vapex.
Ooh.
Do you know, I was one of the first people to review the pod that came out, and I was in awe of it. They did incredibly well with it. It did everything. But now they've brought out a 510 mod. It's waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof.
It's lob-proof as well.
It's what proof?
It's lob-proof. That's for Stu Valentine in Australia. Well,
it actually is lob-proof because they've upped it. It's no longer just IP68. It's done it again. It won't. Oh, it has. It's no longer IP67. They've actually gone to IP68. And they put a picture, and I can't remember which picture it were, but it said, that's for charging base, which I'm not a fan of. I like universal chargers. So that's upset me a bit. But because it hasn't been released yet, we don't quite know if it'll take a different charger as well or what's going to occur with it. But we did challenge us to know what difference IP67 and IP68 were. So
like
I
it
checked
says,
it out.
it's supposed to this new charge. You're supposed to do it in 10 minutes full charge. But like you said, if you left it at home,
then you're screwed.
Knackered, aren't you? Yeah.
do you know what would have been a good idea? But obviously, it isn't a built-in battery, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a built-in battery. So if it's dual 18650, you can take batteries in a case for yourself.
But then why would you need a special charge when you can bang them on charge? You know what I mean? But
I would say it's built in, because if you're using 18650s, ain't it a bit dangerous to charge them fast?
Well, this is what Flight Cap used to say. Electricity only wants to do. Batteries can't just take an infinite amount of speed. They have to be looked after and charged properly. But the difference between IP67 and IP68, the 6 is what solids it can handle. 6 is the pretty much highest rating we go to. Now, the 68, the 8-bit, 7 means it can withstand water submission for 30 minutes at 3 foot deep. 8 means it can stand in water permanently up to 13 foot deep. So it is a lot more waterproof than the IP67.
Who wants to vape at 13 foot deep?
You can't tell me you've never done that.
Mate.
It
is a built-in lipo. Apparently, it's a built-in lipo. Apparently, Mike Vapes has already reviewed it. So 10 minutes. That's still a lot in it.
I got you a video as well.
Oh, hey, he's going technical. He's old Harley.
It's in the rain.
I hope none of you are up in how we're going to share Mike Vape's review. It's not what we do here.
I don't think Mike can be very happy at that.
So then we've got the Smok IPX80. Apparently the IPX stands for because it's IP67, which I think is a bit bullshit. Why would you call it IP80? Because it goes up to 80 watts, obviously, but still, what a load of bullshit. It's got 2 adjustable airflow rings. We've gone for the Aegis airflow adjustment, but there's one on either side. And I looked at that and thought, oh, wow, Smok have copied somebody. How fucking original of Smok.
Well, if you look at it as well, was it the Axron as well from Vaporesso? They had that same sort of airflow. Now, when they got that airflow, they had it as a side fire and not on the front. So your thumb went over the actual airflow. That's so obviously these have done it at the front.
Does anyone else think that's like really uninspiring though?
No, I've been saying this for a while. They're all uninspiring. They've all copied each other for the last year, and it's getting right annoying. Move away from the leather.
It's the Chinese vaping mafia. It's what it is. It's all the heads of the Chinese vaping mafia sit in the room on January the 1st. They put a board out and say, right, this is what we're going to build for the year. Everybody copy it and stick your name on it.
I'm not saying they're not going to be good or not going to be slightly different, but it's just annoying to see, as a reviewer especially, to see the same design over and over again. You're thinking, someone put something new out so everyone can copy that one for a bit. You know what I mean?
What do you reckon to it, Simon?
I've gone off Smok a bit. I had this fetch. I thought it was marvellous when I first got it. It lasted about a month and the screen went. So
yeah, Smok are quite
coils a bit of hit and miss, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very hit and miss.
Here's a question: is it Smok or is it Smoke?
Smok here, smoke in America.
Oh, it's always the controversial question, is that?
Right, next one.
Berserker Minute V2 RTA.
Ooh.
It's beautiful.
That's up my street, that one, yeah.
4 colours available. It's got hydro air tubes, which are these little slidey things. Now, you were talking about something that's got changeable internal airflow earlier, Adrian.
Yeah,
while you were saying
G.
While you were saying it, I thought, I've never really been a fan of internal change. I think it's because I'm too lazy. I can't be asked to be changing shit.
Well, this obviously that looks quite simple. You're just pushing it underneath the. I was also talking about. I've just got the one in from. From them, the Vertex. It's from Hell Vape, where they move around on a disc. But this looks a little bit like the Lamo. There's been a couple of reviews out for that. So you can move the inserts from underneath the airflow for the Lamo.
Yeah.
What I like about that is unlike the mongrel, which has the airflow inserts, you don't have to take the coil out to change the insert.
Yeah.
Where on the mongrel, you have to take the coil out.
Well,
So if you don't like the airflow, you're screwed on the mongrel.
well, that's like the Pandora mouth-to-lung RTA, which is one of my favourites. It's got that insert inside, where just on a barrel, hasn't it, with different holes on.
You move it around with your screwdriver.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's the airflow. In case anyone didn't know. Yeah, I was about exactly same thinking me. Just in case you didn't know how airflow works, because every brand does this. Look at how airflow goes in. Oh yeah, same as last one.
I'm right. Designed by who is that?
Alex Vapors.
Alex Vapor. That's it.
What's that? Max Vapor to me.
This is the Doom X RTA by Dan Vape. Mike Vapes actually published his review on this about 26 hours ago. It's 3D liquid flow and juice flow control, spring-loaded bed, 8mm, bottom honeycomb airflow. It is a mesh, I do believe.
Hang on, 3D liquid what?
3D liquid flow. And then it's got dual flow control. Juice flow control.
Juice control.
So are you telling me on the RTA I'm using right now, my liquid control is 2D?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It goes in very flat.
It's like an A4 piece of paper.
Now, we discussed a while ago that E-Leaf hadn't really brought shit out lately, but they have now, because this is the E-Leaf iSolo Air. And I had to look, actually, at Flat Cap's last show, because I swear he did it, but he didn't. So, there you go. iSolo Air.
Are you tied down to them pods that you haven't got a 510 then, connector?
No, it's pod system, I'm afraid. Enjoy the fitness in your hand, if you really want.
See, it's one of the biggest things that are coming out now into these actual pod tanks. You just slide them in, bang. Everybody's doing it.
Copy. I mean,
yeah, not keen on that.
The airflow even looks like off of the Lost Vape, not Groose.
no, but the original for that design was Vupu.
Vupu, yeah. Well, the whole thing looks Vupu, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, every device that's come out fucking in the last 6 months does. It's right pissing me off.
Adjust the airflow, match your style. I'm going to wear jeans today. I think I'll open the airflow. Fuck's sake. These Chinese companies need to learn how words work.
He's having a 2mm pod. You're constantly fucking filling the shitting thing and all.
Indeed. And that's the worst thing you can't get. I know you can get bigger pods, but you can't get bubble glasses or shit for pods, can you?
No.
1,500 milliamp hour, up to 40 watts. This one is the Vapefly Optima.
Optima.
18650. Again, just in
18650.
case you don't know how airflow works.
It's 18650, and that's pretty much all I've wrote down. So I must have some more pictures. I didn't know if I like this. It looks really, really thin.
It just looks exactly the same as the GTX one. Is it from Vaporesso? It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's also got a little bit of a look of the Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah, but vape companies don't copy each other, do they?
With the fake carbon fibre on the side of it. Yeah.
But at least it ain't got a leather patch on the bike.
I'd take leather over a carbon fibre sticker.
Liz says that, Mr. B, if you wear your jeans tight, it'll restrict your airflow.
Any jeans I have restrict my airflow. I tell you that for nothing.
He sat there in a baggy pair of wide fronts.
Oh, I tell you. I buy my jeans.
That looks Victoria's Secret.
Well, it's very secret. I ain't got fucking no idea what it is. Dotmod posted this a couple of days ago and said, do you know what it is?
I know what that is. I've seen that on their Twitter. That's their new Dotmod Red. There's a big thing about it. But I didn't read it because I just looked at it and went, Dotmod, whatever.
That was very Jeremy Clarkson that way.
More power.
Power.
Giro.
Again, that looks exactly the same.
Yeah. It's all that happens these days. It's all what happens these
Jesus
days.
Christ.
And now they're doing a bit like the 0G. You can do it at the bottom, or if you go back to the original, the Twister.
Yeah, the VMAX Twister.
That was a cracking stick model, that.
Have you noticed they're all going for the leather panels now, aren't they?
They're all going kinky, aren't they?
Yeah.
Clever.
Before you know it, we're going to have to be in a fucking sex swing to have a vape.
It just doesn't show any integrity, does it? Oh, are you scared by what Vupu was doing? No. Shit, quick, let's copy him.
Yeah, they're not.
It's an intelligent
Actually, it's not
chip.
really inspiring, is it?
Another Vupu clone, you're right. That's exactly the same as the Argus.
Yeah.
Exactly the
made
same
by
as the
Volvo.
Argus.
The only time I've ever used Vosel was with disposable pods. So it'd be interesting to see some actual hardware from them. Inikin also posted on their Facebook post earlier. I thought I'd saved it, but I ain't got it, so I obviously didn't. Inikin also posted on their Facebook earlier about the Skepta MTL. Now, I looked it up in All Rate Confused, and it does look like they're bringing out a just MTL version of the Skepta, which there's not really much information about it, but it does say Skepta MTL. And the current Skepta isn't MTL, it's RDL and MTL. So I don't know if there's a new Skepta coming out or what, but
Or
that
just
is
bringing
what
a
they're
pod
hinting at.
out for it.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. I think it might just be a pod.
So, Matt, you're reading my mind. Don't forget to get over to our Facebook page, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Ollie, for the tech. Don't forget to get over to our Facebook page. We do all the fun stuff on there, and apparently Matt has sorted something out where we've got to find a sausage or something. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I think Mr. B's getting lubed
We're
up.
going to get you playing hide the sausage.
That's what he
Sorry,
said.
what?
He literally put that, didn't he? That's
I'll only
fun.
play
So, Harley, did you get all the pictures of people's?
I did.
Well done. Right then, people, we do a bit of an hand check. So we're going to do a little bit of an hand check before we get on to the deals. We will be doing your Rochford Project giveaway. Don't forget to get over to Rochford's site. He does some corking juices. Everybody talks about him. Get over there. Okay, bro. Let's do the shiznit. I need to do a bumper for this. What's in your hand, bitch?
What's in your hand?
Also, just while he's sorting his stuff out, the link to Simon's channel is on there at the minute. He was at 132. Please, before we do the Rochford Project giveaway, we want him up to 150. Please,
Cheers.
please.
If you don't, I will come and find you in your sleep.
Anyone that's not in the
no,
group,
it's too much hard work.
anyone that's not in the group, go over and join in. If you are in the group, you'll know I asked for an hand check, and this is what Craig Campbell provided.
That's Craig all over.
That's a proper hand check, is that?
Glad to know your hand's still there, Craig. But then he did provide the Vapefly Siegfried from Vapresto. Oh, no, I've done that wrong. Vapresto Gen underneath that
Vapefly.
with the Punk Juice Holiday.
That's a ginormous tank, isn't it? That's an erection on its own.
Just to confirm that, it's the Vapresso Gen mod with the Vapefly Siegfried tank. Bastards. Then we've got Full Moon with the Vapefly Galaxy MTL and the Brunhild. It didn't say what mods, and I were working it out. The left looks like a smock, and I did have it in my mind what the right looks like. It is squonkable.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what that is?
It's a squonk box.
It's not a pulse. It's a
Pulse. Yeah.
They all look alike to me.
What, just like my tech report? Matt Hardy with his DNA 250C twin 21700 from the Vape Smarter. The Juice's Secret Sauce V1.5 Steam Crave Aromizer V2. I think he didn't say that bit, but I'm pretty sure it's a Steam Crave Aromizer V2. What do you think, Aidan?
Yeah, I love that Vape Smart. Get yourself over there. Absolutely fantastic.
Then we've got Pam Breatec.
Oh, I love
The
Pam.
Regal
Big
mod.
love, Pam.
Cookie from Rochford, E-Leaf Sub. And now she didn't say what tank, but I'm pretty sure it's the Elo Jura. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pam. I do apologise. Then we've got Pram Variety again. Tech mod with Limit RTA. It looks pretty beautiful, that, doesn't it? Let's face it. Especially with, I'm loving the band.
Oh, yeah.
And then, last but not least, we've got Ricky Wetton.
I love Ricky.
Road Cafe Spanish Fruit Cooler with the Ursa kit, which is a cracking little kit.
You don't think, you see those little two red things at the bottom?
Sorry.
You don't think they look like, no, you've left and gone. I was going to say they look like balls swinging in the wind.
Come on, Grandma. We're ready. Your balls are swinging in the wind. Right, we've got to get chunked on. Thank you so much to everybody in the Facebook group for putting your hand checks in there. It's time for the deals of the week. We've got to play this because it's my favourite bumper.
A message from deep within the jungle. I've searched high and low for a lot of the deals. So here from Vape, deals of the week.
I absolutely
love that.
Deals of the week, people.
Alrighty. Right, let me just do my little screen sharey Bobby here.
Sammy's already up to
on deals.
143. Keep going, people. Want him up to 150.
Woohoo! Get them numbers up. Today on Deals of the Week. Hang on. Yeah, share. There we go. We're in, folks. And today I've searched high and low for the weirdest shit that I can find. And today we're looking at the Asmodus Triad Genesis RDTA. Was $44.99, now $22.50. You can get that from UK e-cig store. Look at that. That's just a proper nice RDTA, is that? And it's something you don't see a lot of people using. That's what I like. It's different. So there we go. And the next one, folks, is the Vaporesso VM Stick 1A Vape Starter Kit. And the reason why I put this in is we want to get as many people off smoking as possible. So if you know someone who's hooked on the stinkies, get them on this. $5.99. It's theirs. You buy 3 of them, sell them for 20 quid a piece. You've just made yourself a profit, son.
So getting them off. You're not turning them into Del Boy. You're trying to get them off of the stinkies.
There's some entrepreneurs out there, man. Give them some love. Plenty of Del Boys around here. And then we have, this is one of my favorites, the Vaping Outlaws Black Scorpion Flip RDA. Was $29.99, now $10.99 for your vaping pleasure. Look how gorgeous that is.
It looks really nice, that. And for $10.99, let's have a look at the deck.
Oh, it's on a flip cap.
Let's bring the deck up. The one thing I like about the deck, it's got the screw deck. You know, like on the Nunchaku RDA, it's got that lovely screw deck. So it's brilliant for beginner builders because it is a piece of piss to build.
Is it single coil or dual coil?
Dual coil. So you can actually run it as both. You can either use it as single or dual. But this one, I love these RDAs. I love that little branding underneath the little flip tip there.
The flip tip?
The little flip tip, yeah, because what it is, you see this, hang on, let me get it up there. That drip tip is a bit of a proprietary one, but you can take that off and put your own 810 in if you wanted to. But that drip tip has like a little dome effect on it.
I like that.
For 5 to that. It's a different RDA. Again, you don't see people. When you have one of these on your mod, people are going to stop you in the street and say, you are one sexy bastard. That's what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do. And those for the smoke enthusiasts out there, we have the Smoke X-Priv Kit 225 watt with the TF V12 Prince tank. Was $54.79, now with 41% off, £32.54. And you can get that from Vaping or Vape Sourcing. You get the full kit, as you can see. It doesn't let me really do much more than that, so I can't. But you get there's lots of different, you got a few. You can have a pink one if you like a bit of pink. It says 7 colour, but it's really rainbow, black and red. It is a Hong Kong warehouse. So
and to be honest with you, the actual Prince tank isn't bad.
No, it isn't. It isn't. And I remember spending 25 quid on a Prince tank alone. So to get the whole kit for 32 for 54 is not bad. Now, you might have Hong Kong Fury turn up your door delivering it, but still, it'd be a laugh if you do. So
I see you, Mags. Okay, Thomas Mags, nice to see you, brother.
There's my 4 deals of the week.
Ooh, that is the Vape deal. Well done, brother. Well done. Let's get some shizney back. Well done. That were absolutely brilliant. That was your deals. That was your tech. We've done really well, lads. And what we need to do now is, just while we're going, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get this all set up first. Your keyword for your giveaway of Rochford Project is Simon62. We are going to be checking, because somebody just checked for me and make sure that I need to press keyword first. There we go.
I'll enter and see if it works.
No, don't you get yourself in there, you pillock. Thingy used to do that. Right, that is, get your names in there. It is only for the UK. I forgot to tell you that. So if you are out of the UK, I know Pam's put it in there. Unfortunately, while we're doing all this Brexit stuff, we're not quite sure about how it all works to different countries. So for the next month, it's going to be just for the UK. You also get a chance of different flavours as well. You don't just have to have the Crimson Seed or the Curious Curdle. You can have different flavours. So don't worry about it, Pam. If you do win, we'll just have to re-roll it. Or anybody who's in the US. Please make sure you get over to Simon62. Not only is he a fellow Yorkshireman, he is a thoroughly lovely bloke. He's straight down the middle, really good reviewer, and a nice bloke to top it off. And I'm so glad you've been on, mate.
Thanks, Aidan. Been a pleasure, mate.
I'm really glad you've been on. And obviously, he's given us a little bit of an exclusive. Just while we're talking about exclusives, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the UK Vape Show, our special guest will be the one and only Jay Hayes. So tomorrow night... tomorrow night on the UK Vape Show, you will be able to see Jay Hayes. Make sure you join us at 9 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be emotional. Give me a J.
Yeah,
give me a Hayes.
So, yes, tomorrow night we've got the wonderful Jay Hayes on. Ladies and gentlemen, again, make sure you get over to Simon62 and go and subscribe to him. Lovely bloke. How have you found your second week in then, Mr. B?
Fucking hated it. No, honestly, no, it's been wonderful. Simon, you are a superstar, man. Keep on plugging that shit. Keep the grind going.
That's it.
I've met some wonderful people from the 3MV community. I've been trying to do a finger thing for 3MV. It just doesn't work. It always ends on that, and it's like, no, I can't. No, that doesn't work. But no, it's wonderful. I've got through the second week. Will I turn up for the third? Tune in next week to find out.
You better fucking turn up for the third. I've done a fucking bumper for you now, you bastard. No, it's been absolutely fantastic. I've really enjoyed tonight's show. It's just gone lovely and nice and, I was going to say stealthy for some reason. I'll tell you what I did want to talk about. We've got 5 minutes to go. Make sure you go and check out Benny Vapes after this. It's just a quick little topic for a couple of minutes. What's your thought on wicking? How important is wicking to, like your coils? You know, people talking about coil placement. How important is your wicking? Simon?
Very, very important. You can either get it right or wrong. It is, isn't it?
It's true.
If you've got a bottom airflow RTA flooding out, or it's too tight, you get dry hits.
It depends how much you like your throat. It depends how much you like your throat. If you don't particularly, if you're having an argument with your throat, wick it wrong. Listen, give it a lesson.
I'm notoriously bad for this. I don't like fluffing. I don't like thinning. Just whack it in. And people always go, you're doing that wrong. And it all...
We've injured, we're a fluffer, like, but...
Hang on. Who honestly can say they've got a brand new RTA, they've wicked it first time, it's wet right?
Well, I'll tell you what, the one that you've been banging on about, which is the Pandora, is so simple. You've only got to make sure you've just cram it in. You don't have to cram it in. You just push it in, bang, and you're done. It doesn't leak. It's so simple to build on. There's a lot of them that are. Then you go to something like a steam crave where you've got to wick it properly. You know what I mean? Or you're in trouble. It's going to leak like shit. And when you're putting 32 mil in or something like that.
God, yeah. I mean, the GT4 is notoriously hard to wick. You can really screw. If you get a GT4, you've really got to watch a few videos on how to wick it first, like I did. Because I tell you will come a crop if you don't. The wicking is so incredibly important.
Right, Mr. B.
Yes, Simon.
There we go, lad.
Andrew Smith, I hope not, buddy, because we don't need any drama really in this vape community. I'm not really up for that. We don't need it anymore. I'm going to roll this giveaway while we're still talking, and we've got 67 eligible users. So the winner is the Irishman. Oh, it's the first time winner.
Done, Irishman.
He's a really nice bloke as well. He supported me with the Sober October and all that good stuff. Really nice. Big shout out to Irishman. Do you want it, brother? Let me know.
Could we not get another 2 entries to make it 69?
Yeah. Well, or one more and we'll owe you one. We're going to say our goodbyes, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure, if you're watching this on the replay, leave us a comment. You mean just as much to us as these wonderful people in chat. We're going to go straight over to the Vape Ape.
Don't forget, next week is another cracking guest. We've got another new guy, the amateur vapor himself. Yes. What a cracking young lad he is. He's literally shooting up like a star, making me look shit. Hey, no, seriously, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, same time next week, more shit from me. Until then, ta-ta for now.
I'm sure we'll be able to sort that out. It's not. I think he was meaning more of, and I can't take it.
It was sorted last week, man.
I'm sure he's going to be able to. Oh, he's in Ireland. I'm not quite sure if we can. Oh.
Who's in Ireland? Oh, the Irishman.
Roll it again.
Thinking about amateur vapor. Yeah, that was sorted.
Okay, we've rolled it again. Irishman, mate, I'll tell you what, I will sort that out. I'll post you 2 bottles of it out. I've got some here, mate. I'll post you 2 bottles out personally. Dion78, you are the next winner. Do you want it? Sorry, Vape Mail.
Rochford said he'd send it.
As Rochford just said?
Yeah, Rochford said I'll send it.
We've got 2 winners.
We've got 2 winners. I'll send Dion78 out.
It's done now.
Told Max, see you later, brother. I'll send Dion's out. That's no problem. We'll sort that. Don't worry.
Roll it again. Let's get 3. Go on.
Jay, I love you, bro. Nice to see you here, mate. Dion, I'll sort you out, mate. Don't worry about it. Big love, everybody. Right.
I believe it's my turn to say my farewell.
I think it is.
We bypass.
Just carry on like no went wrong. Guys, it's been absolutely lovely. Right, I want to do something, right? For all you that watch on replay, I love your deal there. I love you more than they do. They're arseholes. What we need you to do is we need you to mention Pippa, or whatever way you want to say the dog's name in the comments, because chat gets so much love for the dog. And there were no comments about Pip. Yeah. So we need some.
She's gone to sleep.
we need some comment love for the replays for Pippa. That's for dog. Mr. B's dog, by the way. So there you go. We'll read your comments out next week, guys. But it's not only about the replay, guys. It's about chat. Chat, you've been lovely. You always are. Thank you for watching. Come back next week to watch me show you some more stuff that looks like the drags. Guys, it's been lovely.
We'll pass it over to our special guest, the wonderful Simon62.
Right, Aidan, it's been a pleasure having me on your show tonight. It's been a pleasure to meet Mr. B. Ali, give you a fist bump and old pal. And I'd like to say a special shout out to everybody in chat and for those who subscribed to me tonight. It means a hell of a lot. So I'll catch you later, folks. So pass it over to Aidan.
Please, again, make sure if you're catching this on the replay, go over to Simon62. It's been coming up in the chat. Go out there and give him a subscribe. He's a wonderful bloke, a really nice, down-to-earth Yorkshireman. Big shout out to our sponsor, which is the Rochford Project. Jay is a star. He's a lovely man. He's sorted everything all out. Big love to you, Jay. Make sure you get over to the Rochford Project website and go and get an order, because as you can tell, I don't think you've ever seen on any other show how many times people tell you their favourite flavours are the Rochford Project. Get yourself over there and check him out. Big love to everybody in chat. You make this show. Without you, we are nothing. Week in, week out, you are here with us, and a big love to all of you. Thank you so much. Benny Vape's hands. Make sure you go check him out after the show. Big love to all our spanners. You look after us. You make us safe. Thank you so, so much. Join us next week. We have got the Amateur Vapor on. Make sure you join me tomorrow night on the UK Vape Show and also on the Savs on Sunday. We're doing the weigh-in. I don't know what I weigh now. We've also got Jay Hayes on. So big love to everybody. Look after yourselves. And we'll see you next week from all of us at 3 Men and a Vape Show. Have a great week on lockdown. Good night,
Chubby cuddles, chubby cuddles,
chubby cuddles, and piss flaps afterwards. This sticks in my head after we play this. Big love to everybody. Look after yourselves. Have a great week, and we will see you again.